This is the Engwe EP2-Pro. It's a budget fat tire e-bike from Engwe Bikes. It's next on the channel. Alright, let's give you a little walk around here. So this e-bike reminds me of the electric XP 1.0, particularly of the handlebars. It's almost the exact same setup minus the display. Yeah, very similar to those short stems there. Very scooter-like appearance. 20 by 4-inch tires. And very similar folding frame there on the EP2-Pro. Again, this is their budget e-bike, their entry level. $10.99 on the Engwe website. You do get a brake light with it, front light, headlight as well, front suspension on there, folding stem of course, also fold right here in the middle. The seat's decent so far anyway. Mechanical disc brakes on 160 millimeter rotors, I believe. Yes, 160 millimeter rotors. Give a quick shot of that. No name brakes. Metal fenders on there. So another reminiscent piece of the XP 1.0. Solid little e-bike. There's a 13 amp hour battery in here in the down tube. Haven't done a range test yet, but probably around 30 to 35 miles, something like that, roughly speaking. I like the black matte look. Comes in a few other colors like orange and gray, I think. But this black matte is pretty sharp looking overall. You got a rack back here, just your basic rack. Probably can't hold anything too heavy. And look at your rear tail light there. And I think it's just a 14 to 28 tooth freewheel there, sitting on a Shimano tourney derailleur. There's the Engwe website if you want to check them out. The folding pedals that also fold. And your typical chain ring there. Key also goes underneath. Key must be in the on position when you want to ride. So keep that in mind. But pretty solid looking bike overall. A few other details. That's a 750 watt motor back here with a 960 watt peak, sitting on these mag rims, which are really nice. I love mag rim e-bikes. Just way cooler and less maintenance overall. Max speed is about 28 miles an hour. We'll put that to the test, of course. These are Chow Yang tires, by the way. Bike weighs 74 pounds, so on the heavier side. I think because that frame's a little bit thicker than a typical electric XP, for example. Plus the mag rims do add weight to the e-bike overall. So keep that in mind if you're buying one of those. Some of the dimensions I want to mention. Its unfolded length is 67 inches from start to finish. And then folded up, it is 30 inches when it's folded, so it's not too bad. Again, these folding e-bikes are great for traveling, putting in your trunk or back your SUV, even on a bike rack as well. It's a hitch bike rack. So that's why I love these. This is my favorite style of e-bike out there in the market. The folders with the 20 by 4-inch tires. I think that's the perfect combination of form and factor for an e-bike. And the fact that this folds just makes it even better because you have that added portability. You can basically take it anywhere without a bike rack. Throw it in your trunk, throw it in your back seat, and you're good to go. So, all right, let's take a look at unfolding the bike. Just pop open the latch on the side there. Pop open the latch on the handlebars, fold those down. And put the kickstand up, of course. Grab the handle in the middle of the bike and just basically pick up that front half and bring it towards you like a taco. Just fold it right in half there. And you can set it down on this little stand on the bottom of the frame. And just reverse the process to get it back into folded shape here. It's kind of clumsy for the average person. This bike weighs 74 pounds, so just keep that in mind. It's not the most graceful process putting this back into folded shape, but it is easy once you get used to it. Just takes a little practice, and you'll be fine at folding and unfolding this Engwe EP2-Pro for your needs. Here's a look at the cockpit. Let me turn the display on for you. Same display I had on the hay bike race I had back several months ago. Just your typical basic grips here, ergonomic grips, Wuxing mechanical brakes, your little control pad here, display, ubiquitous Shimano shifter, and your twist throttle on the right hand side. Now, the display. It is in KPH, and I tried to go into the settings by holding down plus and minus. I got in there, but the setting it said to change, I changed it from 2 to 1, which should change it from metric to imperial, and it didn't work, so it's still in KPH. That's a look at the monitor. Hard to see in the sunlight here. Maybe I'll throw a clip in here of a bike in the dark so you can see it better. All right, here's a better look at the display. You got 5 levels of assist, of course. Your light switches on the bottom here. And then you got average speed, trip, odometer, and I can't make that word out, but got bars up there in the battery. Here's a look at the light down here. Pretty basic. And the tail light is pretty bright overall. I run the Engwe EP2-Pro on a chilly spring day. It's supposed to get warmer later next week, so I'm looking forward to that. 70s and 80s here in Connecticut. So far, just riding my initial rides here. I've only ridden for a couple days, but no rattles. You know, the bike works as advertised. Well, let's check out these PS levels here. I'm at PS1. Again, it's in KPH, so I put on my speedometer app here, and we're doing like 5 miles an hour in PS1. It's going nowhere. PS2, we got 8 miles an hour. That's good. There's 9. PS3, and a comfortable 13 miles an hour. I like that pace. That's my favorite speed to ride at, just in cruising. PS4, and we're bumping it up here. We're going to looks like about 17. Yep. And PS5. miles an hour, class 2. I guess I haven't unlocked it yet, so I will have to find out how to do that, because it did say 28 mph on the website. And with pedaling, try it again here. There's 21, 22, no, there's 23, 24, 25. Yeah, so I got the 25 with pedaling. Not too bad. Alright, let's go do our hill test and see how she does. Bike has pretty good balance with no hands. It does want to lean to the right though for some reason, a little bit. Okay, we're on my hill test hill. Let's hit throttle only and see how we do here on this 750 watts budget e-bike from Engwe. First experience with them. Like, they came out with new models recently. They have a dual suspension version of this, which I don't have yet, but I'd love to get. We're doing 7 miles an hour, 6. It's going pretty slow here. They have a new moped style e-bike too, the M20 I think it's called. So you can check them out. Now we're getting some speed here. I'm just trying to level off a bit. 10. I think the fenders in this are metal. They do rattle at times a little bit. I think you hear that there. That's the fender, I believe. Alright, I'm gonna kick it into gear here. Drop it down, 4th gear. Definitely some ghost pedaling in the lower gears here. Probably use a better freewheel. You can see we're doing 14 miles an hour pretty steadily. Here comes the steep part of this hill, which is about a 9% grade, I think. Okay, I'm in PS5, doing 10 miles an hour, 9. Still at 9. Can we hold there? Can we hold there? Don't break 9. Oh, I broke 8. Okay, well, that's not too bad. There you go. 8 miles an hour. That was the lowest speed there. That's a 750 watt. Thought it might do a little bit better, but it is a budget e-bike, so there you go. Let's see if you can make it up my really steep hill. This 12% grade right here. Drop down gears here. This one is a really steep one. Oh man. Yeah, struggling. 6. 5 miles an hour. Putting some effort into the pedals, not a whole lot, so they climbed it. Not too bad. All right. Let's go do my downhill run and we'll test out the brakes at the end of that. All right, here we go. Just gonna coast, see how it does. Got pretty good agility for a fat tire. It's 25, 27, 28, 29, 30 miles an hour. Okay, here comes the brake test. And now. Alright, no screeches, no squeals. Not too bad. The brakes are, they're mechanical, so not hydraulic. I give them an average score. They're about average from a budget e-bike like this. So, alright, there's the Engwe EP2-Pro. Solid, not spectacular. That's my rating for this thing. Is it worth $10.99? I'd say yeah. It's a good value at that price. It's not going to break the bank. It definitely needs some upgrades. So here's what I would do to it. I would basically change out that stem for a David brand new turtleneck stem, and put some new handlebars on there. That new BMX handlebars. I would put a suspension seat post on there. I think the seat's okay, to be honest with you. What else? Maybe a new freewheel, 11 to 28. That's just a 14 to 28. There is ghost pedaling at lower speeds, but overall I like the overall look of the bike. It's got a nice tough look, and I think you'd be happy with it. If this was my first ever e-bike, I would have been pretty happy with it. I mean, you get the mag wheels, you get a 13 amp battery, which is decent, not great, but decent. You get the nice matte black look. You get a rack back there, working brake lights, folds. I mean, it's hard to ask for more for that price, right? So anyway, I'll put a link in the description. I think I am an affiliate of Engwe, so definitely pick one up via my link if you want to help with the channel, so I can get more e-bikes like this. And got a lot more coming this spring, guys, so stay tuned, and thanks for watching Crisscrossed. Take care.